I told you that a $29 product could actually be the secret to scaling your creator business faster and more sustainably than anything else? In this video, I'm breaking down why that price point works from both a psychological and strategic standpoint, how this strategy can scale your creator business, and finally, the 6-step framework for setting up your own $29 product without overcomplicating it. As always, timestamps are below. Let's get into it. First, why does a $29 digital product work? If you're a content creator who wants to start making money online, creating a digital download is going to be the quickest way to get there. How do I know that? Well, not only have I coached hundreds of creators over the past 6 years being a creator coach, but if you've been subscribed to me for some time, you know that I have a working relationship with Stan Store. So I actually was able to reach out to and talk to people on the team and ask them to look at the thousands of content creators in their system to actually see what is working best for content creators right now. They told me 3 things that were standouts to me. 1, the most popular products people are making money with in their Stan Store are digital downloads. This can be anything like ebooks, guides, templates, etc. Digital downloads drive over 50% of the total GMV on Stan. GMV stands for gross merchandise value. Basically, that just means the total amount of money creators are making through Stan. Over half of that comes from simple digital products. Now, number 2, of that 50% GMV, most of the products are actually priced between $5 and $30. That range tends to be the sweet spot. Low ticket enough for it to feel like an easy yes for somebody to buy, but also priced high enough to show high value and actually convert to making consistent sales. The third thing that they pointed out that was a standout to me was a creator who has a digital download in their Stan Store. They are more likely to start making money faster than someone who doesn't. I think Laundromat Girl is a perfect example of somebody who is crushing it right now with this low ticket price range. She has multiple entry products priced in that range, with her most popular being a $25 guide to owning your first laundromat. So why $29? Personally, I'm a fan of any product that ends in an odd number. Dollar amounts like $20, $25, $27, and $29 can all actually be perceived differently by consumers. Prices ending in odd numbers, such as 25, 27, or 29, often feel more specific and intentional, signaling to buyers that the price is set with care and may offer some sort of better value, while round numbers like 20 or $30 can feel a little bit more general. Again, with finding that sweet spot, free and micro offers, basically anything under $10, they're great, but they can be low perceived in value or be ignored if the title or marketing of that product just feels too general. So $29 sits at that upper end of Stan's proven sweet spot. And it's a price point that balances perceived value with also low purchase friction. It'll feel like an intentional investment to the buyer, but it's still affordable enough to encourage that spontaneous purchase. Now, I know there's literally no perfect price point. There are so many factors that can go into pricing your products, like value, perceived value, the market, niche neighbors, so many things. But today we just want to take that $29 and run with it for the rest of our framework. If you have learned something new so far, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. It's going to tell YouTube that other creators like yourself will find this video helpful. And if you learn 2 new things by the end of this video, consider subscribing, since it's just a simple way to support me, my channel, and allows me to continue to make free videos like this for you every single week. Now that we understand why we're choosing $29, let's ask ourselves, how does a $29 product actually scale your business as a creator? There are going to be many ways to scale your business utilizing a $29 digital product. The first and simplest way is basically as you grow organically your audience and consistently create content around the topic of your offer, you'll naturally just start seeing passive sales come in. As your followers go up, so will sales. This is exactly what many creators on Stan Store are doing. They build their audience organically, posting content that naturally connects to the digital products that they're selling, and they actually can earn 6 and even 7 figures just from leaving the paid products linked in their bio. Now, another way that you could use your $29 product to scale your business is by using it as an entry point for your audience and then later upsell them to a mid and then high ticket offer. This is something that I currently do with my business, where somebody joins a $27 mini course. Later, they are upsold to a mid offer. And then down the line, they are sold my main signature high ticket offer. To kind of put this into perspective, how valuable this can be, let's just talk through an example. Let's say in 1 month, you can get 100 people to buy your $29 product. That's amazing. That alone is $2,900 in revenue, which is great. But where the real magic of scaling happens will then happen through email automation. Now, imagine you have a simple email sequence that upsells your buyers to a related offer. If just 15% of those people purchase your mid-tier product, let's say it's a course priced at $397, that is automatically an additional $5,955 just from having that email sequence set up on autopilot to upsell someone to a higher offer. And if only 3% of the original 100 people go on to buy your high ticket offer, let's say it's group coaching or one-on-one coaching priced at $997, that's an additional $2,991. So when you add it all up, for every 100 people who go through your funnel or buy that $29 digital product, you're not just making $2,900, you're actually generating over $11,000 through having an automated email system set up without you having to do any extra manual work. Of course, there is the effort and work it takes to create those products initially, or if you're coaching, there is work that goes behind coaching, but having this framework set up of an automated email sequence is just a breakthrough way so many people and creators can start scaling their business from a simple $29 product. Now, if you're somebody who is watching this going, oh my gosh, I literally need an email sequence set up right now, I want you to watch this video next. I'll leave it linked in the card above because I do have a full tutorial on how to set up your first 5-figure funnel. It's a step-by-step tutorial, so we're gonna break it down, no fluff, walk you through how to do that. Now, let's break down our $29 product framework in 6 steps. Basically, how are we going to create said $29 product? Step 1, what I want you to do is identify a micro problem in your industry. The more specific you can get with your digital download, the better. Like when looking at Cami or Laundromat Girl, her best selling offer is the guide to owning your first laundromat. This is super niche instead of her creating like a guide to starting your first business. Super general. So I want you to think of your audience right now, who you want to be attracting, and think of one very specific pain point that they have. Now, it doesn't have to be the big goal, the big problem. You can focus on helping them get that first win. What's something that you could help them achieve in the next 24 hours or the next 7 days where they could get instant results and go, wow, I trust this person with my whole life. Well, that's a little much, but you get the gist. For example, instead of me creating a how to grow on Instagram, the ultimate guide. Like instead of creating that as a digital download, I know growing on Instagram is the end goal for my audience. But if I think about one win that I can help them get maybe today or in the next week, I know I can help my followers take their Reels views from like 200 to 10,000. So maybe that quick win is what I'm selling in my $29 product. Also, I want to add this disclaimer. It has to be something that is worth $29. For example, let's say you're a coffee content creator. I like to use this example because I enjoy making coffee on my personal account. I would not sell an offer that is, this is how to make your iced home latte at home. Save $5 and make your own iced lattes at home. Because saving $5 versus spending $29, that doesn't make much sense to offer that as like a paid $29 product. So be sure to keep in mind, is this win valuable enough for somebody to want to invest $29? Now, once you have a micro problem identified, step 2 of our framework is going to be designing your product around that quick win transformation. People buy for results, not just information or content. The transformation you're offering must feel fast and clear to the buyer. So going back to our Instagram example, instead of offering something broad, how to grow on Instagram, the ultimate guide, which just feels like this is just a lot of information. I'm just gonna be learning for $29. Maybe we need to position it around a specific transformation. So the transformation would be script 10 reels in 10 minutes, each designed to hit 10,000 views. Measurable, fast, outcome driven. Your customer knows exactly what they'll walk away with, and they could see results immediately. Another example, instead of your guide for how to lose weight, very general, kind of broad, informational, you can then create the ultimate eating out cheat sheet. Exact meals to order at the top 50 popular restaurants. More niche focus, it's focused on eating out, which is a pain point people struggle with losing weight, and it tells them exact meals to order at the 50 most popular restaurants. Quick wins, clear, specific. Now with your transformation identified, you're going to move to step 3, which is to package it simply. I create literally every single one of my digital downloads in Canva. It's easy, accessible, and you don't need to be a designer to use it. The signature flow that I teach my students is simple when creating an offer. Page 1, that's your title page. Page 2, it's a short about you, but more so about the guide section. It's not, hi, I'm Millie, I like long walks on the beach and blah, 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 blah. It's not me. It's, hey, this is my background on this topic, and this is what you will learn after completing this guide. Overview. Page 3 and beyond, you're delivering on the promise, the actual transformation, or the steps that you're teaching. The last page can absolutely have a call to action to an upsell if you have one. When you're creating your design, I want you to focus on clarity, because minimal design will bring maximum clarity. Overbuilding or adding too much can confuse. So simplicity is always going to convert better. This is an example of what I mean. This is a product that just looks way too overwhelming. There's too many words. We've expanded the margins. There's lots of colors going on. Here is an example of keeping it simple. Nice breathing room. Maybe that means the guide is going to be a little bit longer because the words are spaced out more. That is okay. Now with your product created, step 4 is to launch it via StanStore. When you create your link in bio tool, you're simply just going to press add product, make sure it's a digital product, make sure it's set as a call out on your bio, set the price to $29, and make sure that is the top thing in your store. It is the first option people see when they go to your link in bio. Now, this video is sponsored by Stan. I feel like I don't need to say anything else about them because I think their tool speaks for itself. I love them. I love the tool. This is one of my students who took maternity leave and was able to see passive income just from having her StanStore set up. They are amazing, period. Let's move on. Step 5, you want to market smartly. When you're creating content, you don't have to create content that is sell, 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 sell. You want to create content that teaches why that micro problem matters. It's not buy my product. So let's continue with our example for somebody who's creating the ultimate eating out cheat sheet. Exact meals to order at 50 popular restaurants. Okay, we're gonna continue with that. Some videos someone can make that would naturally and organically lead viewers to their offer would be the #1 reason people give up when dieting: eating out. Solution? Guide. 3 restaurant orders that look healthy but aren't. Brings awareness to the problem. I lost weight while eating out every week. Here's how. Shows that it's possible to lose weight while eating out. Again, the guide is the solution. How to read a menu like a nutritionist so you can still eat out while losing weight. Another great video idea. What I ordered at X restaurant to stay on track with my weight loss goal. That honestly could be a whole series, and it's just like a bunch of popular restaurants. When you're creating these videos, all you have to do is put a call to action in the video itself or even just the caption. Verbal call to actions are so powerful. Don't be afraid to say them, or even telling people, hey, if you comment cheat sheet, I'll send you the ultimate eating out cheat sheet, which has the exact meals to order at 50 most popular restaurants. If you're not quite confident to verbally say that yet, that's okay. Just put it in the caption. You'd be surprised how many people actually read the captions. I get surprised all the time because sometimes I'll post a video where I don't say a call to action at all. It's just in the caption and people actually comment the keyword that I say. And I'm like, wow, you read the caption. Didn't know people still did that. When it comes to creating content, if you're somebody who wants to feel a little bit more confident with your short form videos specifically, I do have over 100 hook ideas to help you increase engagement on your videos. So you can download that. I'll be sure to leave it linked down below. Okay, I feel like step 5 is naturally segueing us into step 6, which is DM automation. Because we have set a few examples where your call to action can be comment, cheat sheet, and I'll DM you, blah, 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 blah. So how do you set up DM automation where a keyword can trigger an auto DM? Basically, in your stand store, which you already have your digital product set up in, under auto DM, make sure you have a trigger set up so that every time somebody comments whatever keyword you choose, Stan will DM them your guide. If you need a step-by-step walkthrough tutorial for how to set that up exactly, again, I have walkthroughs of everything on my YouTube channel. Practically every step of this framework has its own breakdown, like how to come up with a digital product idea, how to set up an email sequence. I have step-by-step tutorials on all of these steps. So if you're somebody that loves the no fluff practical breakdowns, go search those on my channel. You'll find lots of great resources. So what is going to be your next step? What you can do right now after watching this video? I want you to identify a micro problem in your industry right now and figure out what sort of transformation you could offer to your audience that would help them solve that problem. Then I want you to comment your ideas down below and I will do my best replying to comments this week to help give feedback or even brainstorm your offer if you're feeling stuck. Once you have that product finalized, you can watch this video next because it'll teach you how to set that up in your stand store. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.